Hi folks, Dan Dale here with Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks. Sell them almost exclusively on eBay. And today we have got a little nice one. It's a 2011 Ford F250 Lariat FX4 with the 6.7 Power Stroke diesel. It has been DPF deleted, it's been tuned. It's got a nice little tow tune on it. I'm going to take you on a test drive in a minute, but first I'm going to give you a little quick walk around. And to start with, you can see the chrome on the grill's not peeling, the headlights aren't faded and messed up. The truck does have a little 1.5 to 2 inch leveling kit just to give it the right stance. It's got the keypad entry. You can see it's got power folding mirrors on both sides. It's got the stereo and navigation, tow command. You can look underneath at the carpet, all that's good. Seats are good, no rips, no tears. This is a Southern truck, so if you look in the door jambs, you can see they're not full of rust, they're not rusted out. The jambs aren't muddy. This truck hadn't been out mud balling or anything. Does have a power moonroof. 373 limited slip differentials. You can see back here you got 110 outlet, so built-in inverter. There's your 12-volt outlet. There's your rear heat and climate. It's got little lockable storage compartments. You lock them with the key. It's got the sliding rear window, fold down armrest, side airbags. You can see in here no signs of paint work. Full size spare tire, absolutely no rust. Does have the tailgate step, which is handy. And before you ask, the bed has not been cut for a gooseneck or fifth wheel hitch, so you don't have to worry that it's been out hauling hay bales and stuff. Got a nice bed liner still in it. Got one little crack right here if I'm nitpicking, and we try and nitpick these trucks. You can look down the side and see how straight it is. We try and nitpick them because most of our customers are buying sight unseen, so we want you to be familiar with everything, not have any surprises. You can see the front of the bed straight. It's not ripped or torn. Nothing's rammed into the front and bent it up. It's got a separate little storage area on this side that you can lock. Let me shut that better. Looking in here, my son has obviously been playing with the door locks. But what I wanted to show you, this is a one owner truck, and this truck has just had immaculate maintenance. First of all, here is the window sticker for $60,630. And you can see all the equipment, FX4, I'm sorry, 355 limited slip. Got the premium 20-inch wheels, upfitter switches, heavy-duty alternator, Lariat ultimate package with moonroof, navigation, remote start, backup camera, tailgate step, heated seats, blah, blah, blah. But what I really want to show you is all these receipts. This guy, I mean, he spent some money keeping this truck serviced. $370 for a clock spring. That's the little spring that keeps contact on the steering wheel so all the switches will work. $1,300 for a inlet tube. Well, I stuck it to him on that. $300 to rotate the tires. Jesus. It's had, and I'll hit the high points in the description, but the tires were installed, I think, about not too long ago, about 30 or 40,000 miles, spent $1,700 on the tires. Go through all of this. $1,400 to fix a coolant leak and replace something. No, $3,270. Oh, and a new AC compressor. Here's $3,500. That's for a different set of tires a little further back, along with a brake job and AC, I guess the condenser maybe, I don't know. Anyway, look, all these stacks and stacks from the Ford dealer. I mean, just stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of receipts. So thought that was pretty cool that still had all that with it from the original owner that just traded it in on the new one. Now, if you have any questions, my name's Dan Dale. Like I said, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Be glad to answer any questions you may have. I'm about to show you under the hood and then take you on a test drive. Unlock the door. I swear, one of those days. But before I do that, I forgot, you can see, put it in reverse, you can see the backup camera. Got a giant backup camera. But anyway, now I'm gonna show you under the hood. We'll take you on a test drive. All right, before we go on the test drive, just wanted to show you under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. It was just this clean when it come into us, and you can see like all this bare aluminum stuff. If this thing had spent a bunch of time out in the mud, this would have a brown tint to it that just don't go away. But the main thing I want to show you though is you can see there's no blow by. Now there is just a little wisp of smoke, but smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is you can see I set the oil fill cap down, it doesn't blow off. If the cap blows off, that means you got blow by. And blow by is just engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's just a sign of wear, and this one doesn't have any. So now we're gonna hop in and take it down the street. Okay, now we're in the truck. Let me turn that down. I'll show you a few things before we get going. You can see there's your navigation, all that stuff. It's touchscreen. It works just like it should. It's got a 6-disc CD changer built into it. You got your heated and cooled seats, dual zone, climate control. You see outside temperature, got extra cup holders. Got the sync system so you can plug in via USB or auxiliary input. You see the 4-wheel drive. It's got electric shift 4-wheel drive. We'll take it back out of 4-wheel drive. It's got a bunch of different gauges here on the dash. You can show your oil temp, compass heading, trans temp, show your fuel economy. It's got these little apps like your angle of inclination, and it'll light up if you're in 4-wheel drive. It'll do all that kind of stuff. There's automatic headlights, power folding mirrors. Leave the windows alone. They're also tow mirrors, so you can see they go out, in and out, power. One thing I like, it's got tow haul, of course, on the shifter, but it's also got manual shift. So you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there on the display. See, I can lock out the top gears, or any, whatever gears I want to lock out. So, you know, if you're towing, especially if you're in traffic and you're towing, you don't want it doing a bunch of shifting, you can just lock out those gears and you don't have to worry about it. It's a real handy deal. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the very worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has just an excellent ride and drive to it. You see the windshield's nice, there's no cracks, and there are, there's one little tiny peck there and one there. That's about all I can nitpick. Now, if you're interested, we can put a windshield in. They're about 125 bucks, but you know, since there's no cracks, I figure, you know, if somebody cares, they'll call me and we'll work something out. And if they don't care, then that's just less money I have to be asking for it. So works out for everybody. But you can see it's got the steering wheel controls over here. All this controls the stuff on the dashboard. Over here is your radio controls, your voice controls. You can do everything with voice. You can hit the voice button and say call mama, and it'll call mama. It's pretty handy. But see, it does have the upfitter switches, which have all been flipped on for some reason. It's got the tow command. That's the built-in trailer brake controller. This truck, it fires right up and runs great, hot or cold. There's no cold start issues or any of that. Now, of course, if you buy a Ford diesel, you want to hear it run cold, because if it's going to act up, it's going to do it cold, and it may go to running perfect warmed up. So I always want to hear a Ford truck run cold. But this one runs perfect, hot or cold. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. You can even see here on the steering wheel. The steering wheel is nice and straight. Like I mentioned before, the DPF has been deleted on this truck, so that's going to pick you up some miles per gallon right off the spot. It's got a little tow tune on it. Now, these trucks are stock about 350 horsepower, and the tow tune adds around 50-75 horse, which gives you some more power. But by tow tune, it also maximizes the fuel economy. So right now it's probably got around 400, 425 tops. So you're not overstressing anything, but you got a lot more power. So if you got a big trailer to pull, it's great for that. Or if you're not going to ever pull anything and you want, we can adjust the power before you pick it up or before it ships. So you let us know where you want the power. We can turn it down to completely stock, 0 extra horsepower. We can adjust the speed limiter, so if you're going to let your kid drive it, we can put the speed limiter on 75 or something, and he'll never be able to speed in it. We can turn the power as high as right around 500, 550, around there. And they're fine turned up like that. Most people don't need them turned up like that or want them turned all the way up, so we usually leave them on tow, but it's up to you. And we can turn the smoke up or down when you give it gas. It's called rolling coal. Look that up on YouTube. Right now it's set where it's not going to smoke much, but we can turn it down to not smoke at all, or we can turn it up to smoke all day long like a freight train. But right now it's set where in normal driving it's not going to smoke. Now, if you hit it just right, you can make it smoke if you try, if you want to. But if you don't, in just normal driving, it won't blow any smoke. So that seems to be how most people want it. So that's how we've got it set up. Now, if you want to fly in and drive this truck home, you can. I wouldn't hesitate to hop in it and go anywhere. We'll be glad to pick you up at the airport at no extra charge. We'll bring you back here to our place. We'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything, and let you get on the road and make it a real smooth, easy process. We've done it thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of times, so we know how to do it, know how to take care of our customers. Or we also understand most of our customers are from the Northeast and the Midwest, and they're buying from us partially because we got great prices, and partially because we got rust-free trucks and we got Southern trucks, and so that's what everybody wants, and that's what we've got, and that's all we mess with. So we understand that you may not have time to spend 2 or 3 days flying or driving down and then driving home. So if you think, well, I couldn't buy this without shipping it and I don't want to fool with shipping, don't let the idea of shipping scare you off. If you look at these online quotes, don't let those prices scare you off, because most of these guys you find online, they're not actual shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds and hundreds of dollars and they'll call it a deposit, and really all it is their brokerage fee, and all they're going to do is just turn right back around and get on this one website that everybody uses to book and find loads to haul, and they're going to post it on there, and you'll just pay the driver when he drops it off. And what you pay the driver is really all it was costing to ship. And so we've cut the middleman out. We've got set up with that site, and we pay all the joining and application and membership fees and everything, and posting fees. So we can offer our customers basically wholesale costs on shipping a truck. We don't charge any markup, no deposit, no extra money. We just find somebody to haul it for you. We arrange it, and then when they drop the vehicle off, you pay them. And so you know exactly what it's costing, because you'll be the one paying them. So make it a real smooth, simple transaction. And I know. And we've had hundreds of our customers do it with no issues. And of course, whether you buy from us or not, even if you buy from somebody else, for $50 we'll still arrange it. But of course, we'd rather you buy from us, and we'll do it for free, and then you'll pay the actual shipping cost yourself. And so if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And it can vary some. If you're not in a hurry, we'll post it for a lower price than they suggest. See if we can catch somebody that's ready to make a deal. If you're in a hurry, we'll post it for higher than the suggested price, and try and make it worth somebody's while to detour over to come get it and take it to you. There's just a lot of variables, but you can call me and I can go over it all. It's too much to explain on this little quick demo video, but the main thing is we'll get you a good wholesale price on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas, or I used to say Houston, but probably not so much Houston right now, but the vicinity maybe, or if you're near Atlanta or anywhere in the state of Florida, basically, we can get you a real good deal on shipping. So like I said, just shoot me a text or email. I'll get you a good ballpark quote. And we've been driving over 10 minutes now, and you can see here on the dash, no warning lights, no service lights, none of that. I like to show the dash after we've been driving a little while, because if there's a light on, it's easy to cut it off with a scanner and take a picture and say, hey, look, no lights on. But if you got a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you've driven it a few miles, that light's going to come back on. So that's why we like to show the dash after we've been driving a little while, just so you can see there's no ABS lights, no airbag lights, no check engine lights, service lights, none of that. All of it is in good shape. You can see here, you'll have to ignore the estimated fuel economy right now, because we've been towing just got done towing a camper, so it was kind of low, and now that I've got it unhooked, it's coming back up. But depending on how you drive, you can get anywhere from probably 18 to 22 miles per gallon now that it's deleted. So you don't have to worry about buying any of that diesel exhaust fluid anymore, any of that mess. All that stuff's gone. Although, let me just say this: if you just happen to be in a state where you need to have that stuff on your truck, we can put it back to stock. But being a diesel, the vast majority of states, it's not getting checked anyway, so it's not really an issue. But that is an option, if you live in some communist state where they do check it. I'm not sure if that's even an issue really, but I feel compelled to point it out. But believe me, once you've driven it, felt the acceleration, you will be hooked. It's just nice having a bunch of power. So anyway, if you have any questions about this truck, give me a call. My number's 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, want to know what it takes to buy it, give me a call. If you want to ask me questions about the DPF delete, or how that works or about shipping, any of that, be glad to answer any questions you may have. Once again, my number is 601-376-9869. I appreciate you watching the video and hearing everything I've had to say about this truck, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.